men don't always come out as feminine presenting.
so,
There are masculine men
and
who
you know
are
what shocks
gay.
me the most? The masculine men are actually the ones that they bend over.
David, what do you have to say about that? We all agree that communication is important in relationships, but how much should you say? On today's episode of Paul's Hot Takes, we'll be finding out what partners should discuss before they get married and why these conversations are important. My name is Chris, and today I am thrilled to be joined by some special guests, except David. And I'll let everyone introduce themselves. So we'll start with...
Okay. My name is Okoro Blessing Nkiruka. I'm popularly known as Blessing CEO. I'm a certified relationship and mental expert.
Okay, welcome on the show.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the
Thank
show. Hey guys, my name is Kimmy K.
At this point, you need no introduction.
No, but I have to tell the people. My name is Kimmy
I'm sure they already
K.
know who you are.
I'm a model and a media personality. David.
What's up, guys? I'm David Ben, a lifestyle reporter, and I'm excited to be here.
Okay, welcome everybody. How are you doing today?
We're cold.
You're also cold.
No, we're cool.
You're just
I didn't say cool. We're cool.
Okay, straight into the topics of the day. So, like I said in the intro, conversations couples or people intending to get married should have before they get married. Who wants to go first?
I think the relationship expert
Should go first.
Yeah.
So you said conversations they should have.
Before getting
Before
married.
getting married.
And why are these conversations important?
When people meet you, they want to know you. The knowing process is your characters, your weaknesses, your strength, what you've done all your life, your growth. Those are the major conversations for the person to be able to know if you can cohabit together. Because the biggest problem in relationship and marriage is cohabitation. That's why when you stay with someone for 2 weeks, you realize that, I can't stay with this person. So I think they're going to be talking about future. Where do you want to be in the next 5-10 years? Because if you're in a relationship and you love someone, you're already thinking about the future, how many kids you guys are going to have, what kind of name you want to give, upbringing. You talk about your career, where you want to go to. Because if you're in a relationship, you should be able to stay with someone that can push you to the next level, not the person that is going to bring you down. So those are the major conversations. But the biggest problem we have is that the young people don't have these conversations. When they go and have sex, they go and be cooking, they go and be cleaning, instead of having those conversations. Now, this conversation they didn't want to have, most of them say when they start to have this conversation, it looks like they are desperate. So they don't want to come off as desperate, so they just throw it under the carpet. Then you never know where this relationship is going to lead to. Then when finally maybe it blossoms into marriage, it becomes a problem. As a relationship expert, a lot of people who come for consultation always say, why do women always complain over the same thing they tolerated during the relationship? You've seen this guy do this thing over and over and over again, and suddenly when you get married to him, it becomes a big deal. So I'm going to say, talk more about your future, because I used to say, my slogan is, you talk more than you knock in marriage. Marriage is about communication 24 hours. You're getting to know each other. You're unlearning. You cannot even know your partner, because you might think you've known this person. When you marry them, they outgrow some certain things. I might like ice cream when you met me and I was younger. As I begin to get older, I have to cut down on my sugar. Now, you see, it's an unlearning and relearning process. Mm-hmm. So the biggest problem people have is that they feel like, I know this person. And when that change process is coming, it's as if my husband or my wife has changed. Yeah. They did not change. They are growing. Yeah. Either they are learning something new or they are dropping something old. So I'm going to say, talk about the future more, because those are the things you're going to be saying.
I mean, I actually agree with where she's coming from. Like, partners should give their partners spaces to evolve and become like a new person, because you cannot be the same person you were like 2-3 years ago. But I'm going to bring up the elephant in the room and say that there are things that are a no-brainer when it comes to relationship. And this is especially money. Money. We were talking, like Chris and I were talking, and we're like, money is not a factor when it comes to like relationships. It is the factor. If there is no financial stability in a relationship, I'm sorry, that relationship is on its way to is on his way to doom. And that's what I feel like. Financial stability, and is the man in the relationship willing to provide? Because it seems these days that men are not willing to, they complain about providing for their partners. And to me, it's like, is that not your duty as a man to provide and care and protect your partners? Why are you looking at me like that, David?
David has a lot to say. That's why he's looking at you.
Why are you
like
looking at me?
No, finish.
Are men not supposed to provide?
Are you done?
I'm done. Like, tell me.
Okay. First of all, I want to correct a very wrong narrative that you just spilled right now. Men do not complain about providing. The only men who complain are women or trans. You understand? Men who actually have beds and actually have a working dick do not complain about providing because it's our job. That's not the issue we have. We never have that issue about providing. Every man knows definitely the job of providing is our job. But for you to say that money is the main thing in a relationship, I don't agree. Why are you getting married? So you're having sex with this guy because of money, or okay, he asked you out and you said yes because of his financial status. Like, no, indulge me, literally. Like, I don't understand. What do you mean by money?
But what do you mean by you saying that men don't complain? Have you been on Twitter?
Men do not.
Have you been on X lately?
Men
Men are always complaining that they are made to provide.
No, the influence. Most of the influencers you see who complain about their boys, they're like
for their families.
They're boys. They're literally like university graduates.
So all the men on Twitter, on X, currently complaining about providing are all boys.
Men do not have issues with providing. It's our job. We know it.
But you are failing to do your jobs because there's a lot of complaints out there.
There's no complaint anywhere. You can't base your assertion on what you see on X.
Something?
Yeah.
You can't base that.
She's very correct, but let me help her differentiate something. There's a difference between boys and men.
Exactly.
You know, the boys are the ones with manhood and parading everywhere, looking for where to enter. Men are those that are willing to carry responsibility. The biggest problem is a lot of young girls do not know how to differentiate the both of them. And I also agree with her. Finance or romance without finance is equals to annoyance.
Really?
Zero.
Once there is no provision, let's be 100% honest.
Hold on. What would make you enter into a relationship in the first place? Like, honestly, like if you want to date someone now, what would make you enter? We'll say, okay, yes, I'm going to be your girlfriend. What's going to make you?
Provision.
Not about how he feels for you.
What's if you carry feeling?
Why can't your feelings translate into actions? Honestly, as a woman, I can never feel secure if I know that you cannot provide for me. And I'm not even talking just financially now. I'm talking like all rounds of life. Why can't you provide for your woman as a man?
But if you love someone,
why are you running away from your
you should want to provide for
responsibilities
them.
as a man?
Provision is definitely it's non-negotiable. Like, I agree. Like, it's non-negotiable. But that cannot be the basis of why you are going to date me. It
No
cannot
matter
be the
how
basis
she
of why you're
even
going
wants
to
to
date me.
coin it, she's even very sweet with her words. I'm going to be blunt.
Okay.
There's no kind of provision that does not require money.
Thank you.
No matter how I want to sweet talk it, home beats, I always say it, date your level. This thing we're arguing about, this provision we're talking about, it's not a big deal. We are only saying do the basic thing as a man. And I used to say, so the only thing they always tell men to do is provide. Only one thing that God say people should do, people are complaining.
No.
But women have 1,001 things that they are doing at the same time.
Women have 1,001 things that they drop on the shoulders of men, apart from provision.
That's a
Which
lie.
show that's
a big
Are you
That's
serious?
a lie.
Are you serious?
And
Okay, like what?
I refuse
Like
to
what?
stand for that.
You want it night.
Okay, like
Apart
what?
from providing.
Like
What?
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 You okay? We provide for you. We have money. We spend.
And
we
complain
buy you
about providing.
bikini,
Mind
Chanel
you,
bags and everything.
always complaining
in the
about
bed,
providing.
When we get into the room and we have sex, you complain to your girlfriends that, oh, my husband doesn't do me well. Like, he doesn't do, but he spends money on you. And then you want to set up a business. He gives you money to set up this business. You set it up. It crashes. You come crying. Oh, it's crashed and everything. He still gives you money to set up another business again. He doesn't complain. When it's time to have sex, you don't want to give it to him because you feel, oh, he's not going to touch me well. So it's you see that it's not, you see.
Sorry, how does money connect to your libido?
I'm so confused.
It does.
Like,
How?
It does. I'm spending money on you,
And your libido is reducing.
And not that my libido is reducing, but you're saying, okay, my sexual game is not up to. So
What
I'm
if
going
your
to definitely
sexual
cheat
game
or blah
is
blah
not
blah blah
up
blah blah.
to? So should you
has
not say
different-
because a man is spending on you? So what you're trying to say is
we
because
should
a man
not
is
talk.
spending on me,
He's
I should lie
entitled-
that he's good in bed.
No, I'm not saying that. But if you want to
we
get
should
married,
choose.
if you want to get married, darling, you're taking the full package. You know he's not really good there, but he has so much money. You're taking it. Don't
So
come
are
and
you
complain.
saying the woman's
Don't come
the
on Twitter and
woman's
say, "Oh, my husband is not
satisfaction-
doing me well," because you're already with him for his money, and you know that you're with him for his money.
if you're
If he's
earning
not
for
able to
his
like
money-
satisfy you in bed, do not come crying to us because
That I beg,
you
I
knew.
disagree.
Do you know,
Really?
I
three of us
disagree.
sitting down here actually
Really?
feel very upset because if we want to be factual as ladies, even people behind the scene, factual calculation, women provide more than men. Our mothers have been providing for our homes and
What?
covering up for our fathers.
True.
Yes.
I
What?
agree. Yes.
It's just that now
No.
we are now talking
Yes.
social media.
No.
Our mothers did most
Yes.
of the jobs.
I'm not going to let you disrespect men. Hell.
Oh no!
No, I'm not. No. I'm not.
That's
gonna
why
do that.
I said the media have given us the voice to speak out. You will even notice, even on the media with our celebrities, once they get married and in a relationship, they'll be peppering us. They bought us car, they bought us house. When they quarrel, everybody start to bring receipts. Now me
I
buy
bought
a
this.
mo.
You get-
I can't lie. Women
So you
work.
can't base that on a few
I'm only trying to tell you that
relationships on
women
social media.
work even harder. Making money for us is not the problem.
Really?
Yes, that's
No.
the smallest thing.
No.
We can provide for ourselves.
No.
We're only saying
But we
if we
can.
allow you men, you guys to become so lazy. I'm talking out of experience.
The lazy
When you
ones
don't
here are the
push-
Nigerian women. Most Nigerian, in fact,
That's
not
a
most,
lie.
Some Nigerian women are actually very
That
lazy. You
is
people
a
don't.
lie.
You don't want to work.
That
you only
is
feel.
a
Oh,
lie,
it's the baby girl
David.
lifestyle. You're gonna take care of. You're gonna fly me out
What's
to
wrong
Paris
with
this week.
what's
You're
wrong
gonna do
with
this and
wanting
do
a
that.
baby girl lifestyle?
Really?
What's wrong with
Let
baby
me
girl
say
lifestyle?
this.
Nobody ever
Nigerian-
wants
let
to
me say
marry
this.
someone that's indispensable. That's
No,
it.
let me say this. Nigerian women they are the most hardworking set of women. Go to the market and see
Hardworking.
they are very, very hardworking. So
So the
for
men
you
don't
to-
work hard.
I don't know.
All the people who do
because
the
why,
manual labor,
why,
the houses you live in, that the men
so you
like
think,
it's
you
not the
think
men
women,
who do
women
that.
are not involved
But-
in manual physical
So
labor?
let
What are
me
you
joking?
saying?
let me break
Are you
how
joking?
hard working women are. Let's put it on a table. A man, the only thing he has to bring is money.
It's not true.
Or hold on.
It's not true. Don't say
No,
that.
you're
Let
going
her
to talk,
land.
right?
Let her land.
Money, right? Number two, maybe sexual intercourse. Some of them are not even good in bed again. If they don't smoke
Terrible,
something,
lazy.
very terrible, lazy people. We even do the work. Those are the two major things. You barely, I don't want to use Yebos, barely see men who even know their children. It was during the COVID-19 we knew that a lot of men were not even fathers. All they do is drop money and go. So the two major things, that's why it looks as if every man wants to blow. Because once you have money, it's as if you are covered. But those are the two things. But women, we make money, even more than men.
No, that's
We
not
enter
true.
places that men cannot enter. A lot of men cannot enter. We groom the children. We take all the blame. We face in-law. We face... Women are expected... In fact, the marriage is on our head. If the
expectation
marriage
from
should
women
fail,
is
it's
on
women.
us.
If the marriage... Everything is on us. If the child should fail, it's a woman.
your son.
So the only thing we are telling you, why is money, ordinary money that people are bringing, people are crying?
The way they get so triggered.
They're always
People
so
get
upset.
triggered. Nobody
Why
gets
they
triggered
get
over
so
money. Listen. Let me explain this thing to you.
Okay, let's hear.
Nobody gets triggered over money. Nobody gets triggered over bringing money. What annoys men is the feeling of entitlement from women.
It's our
That's it.
retirement benefit.
But you can no. You cannot be entitled. You cannot be entitled. And this is my problem with
But
Nigerian
is
men.
your
I do
partner not
as a
entitled to
guy.
your money?
As a guy, I detest men who actually put women on a pedestal. If you don't earn it, I don't care how beautiful you are. You cannot put her on a pedestal. She has to earn it. It's not me being too woke or anything. And you can't just say, "Oh, money, bringing money. Women do this." Men do a lot of things. Men do like
Tell
you
us.
Like
people.
what?
Give me
people
5
don't-
things
It's
that
not
men
just.
do.
It's not just
Five.
Like
like
what?
it's not.
5.
I don't want to say. I don't want to say that.
You will
Okay,
say
we're
the
talking
5
about
things
Nigerian
that
men.
men do.
Men do.
One.
Apart from providing, we do a lot of
Say
everything.
it.
Like
Say it.
who's sorting out your in-laws? Who's paying your in-law school fees? And
Which
your
in-law? When
Oh,
last
oh, really? We
you
don't?
people
You
don't
think
even
we
pay
don't?
our school fees
Hey
anymore. It
God,
was in
my
those days. So
Really?
far back in the, we now train ourselves
we
to
train we
I think
take
you're
care of
using
our
the old
family and
dictionary.
your family because
That
it's
was
our
then.
responsibility. It still
Nobody does
happens.
it again. That was in the old
Okay,
days.
okay. So guys, so now we're
Yeah.
establishing that money and sex are some of the important
Yeah.
conversations
But there are some other important conversations
We
that I
that
feel
we.
we should have. I feel like you're ready to pounce on me. But I mean, you should also talk about like, what's your communication style? A lot of people don't know how to communicate. I feel like these are important conversations to have. A lot of people do not know how to communicate.
Yeah.
A lot of people do not know how, because the way you believe that I'm communicating this way, communication is two ways, right? The person you're communicating to should be able to comprehend what you are saying to them. When there's no comprehension, there's no communication. So a lot of people do not know how to communicate. Like she said, also you talk about parenting style, independence. I know some people would say that which one is independence again when you're getting married, but I feel like as human beings, there are times where it is necessary for you to have some time to yourself. And I think that's where the issue of, she was saying something off camera before we started, shared bedrooms.
Do you know that money has a language?
We're going back to money.
So it has a language.
So
when you're talking about communication, let's know, some men don't like to talk. We call them a kueme in Igbo language. Talk, and they don't talk too much.
Okay.
When you talk about communication, what am I talking about if you're doing your responsibility and providing?
I don't
Which
think
English are we supposed to be speaking?
the communication like in this context, I don't think it's about providing.
It's about what?
It's like, okay, so I'm communicating to you how I want you to support me. Some people require a like higher level of emotional what's it called? Not connection. Emotional support than others. Some people are strong. Some people are not. At least something little can, break me down. And then you have somebody saying, it's not just this small thing that happened. Why are you crying? Why are you wailing? Why are you didn't see the world has ended? Did you get?
Yeah.
A lot of people have different communication styles. You should understand how your partner communicates, vice versa. So that's the kind of communication I'm talking about.
And I want to bring that up because David was saying a woman will go on Exos to complain that their husband doesn't give it to them well. So why why is it that a lot of men get insecure when they bring up their terrible sex skills?
Because I'm providing for you. So
That's not enough.
What do you want?
That is not enough. As a woman, I have needs. I have sexual needs.
Okay,
and
so
if you cannot satisfy that, then you are less of a man.
Then what
for not
stops you?
being
What
able to
stops you?
satisfy
What
my
stops
sexual
you?
needs?
What stops you from showing me how to touch you? Or
Because you don't want to learn.
Who told you?
Because
you
you
want to
feel
learn?
like you're
Who
a
told
man
you
and
you
you
don't want
know
to
more
learn?
than me, and you do not want to
That's
learn
not true.
how to satisfy
A
me.
man
in
who
bed.
truly loves a woman, if he can't satisfy his wife or his girl, who will actually ask her, they will have these conversations. You
But do you
communicate
know-
and know what am I doing well, what am I not doing well.
You know,
And-
you guys
and
are
it
just
A lot of people
you
don't
guys are just
communicate
speaking
about sex,
long grammar. Money
Sorry,
gives
physical
women orgasm.
intimacy.
Really?
Yes, money, there is this satisfaction because it serves a lot of
Money.
responsibility. Yes, how many times? Let's be very honest.
Come on.
I'm talking from experience. When you get married, how many times do you think you have sex? You don't have time for all that. It's in relationship you have time. There is responsibility. You said something very important. Responsibility reduces a man's sexual libido because then there are so many things on his head. So how many times are you even having the sex at the point? Sometimes when a man comes back from work, he's straight to his bed the next day, depending on what your husband, let's assume he's a banker and he stays in Lagos. Maybe he stays on the island and he stays on the mainland and he walks on the island every day. You don't expect him to come every day and come and be pouncing on top of you now. Maybe it's when he has maybe breaks. You understand? He can now say, okay, baby, let's go for a vacation once in a while. So I used to tell people that if you're married and you want money, you don't have to actually love sex that much. Because the wealthy men do not have time for sex.
Okay, so let's just shift this conversation into like another side and talk about like secrets in relationship. And what are we supposed to keep secrets from our partners in relationships? And what are the things that you say to your partner or things that you are not supposed to say to your partner in a relationship, especially marriage? Let's start with you.
Okay, you can't. Relationships, there can't be any secrets. The minute there are secrets, that's the beginning of the end of the relationship or marriage. No matter what happens, you have to be able to be open to your partner, tell your husband, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, every single detail. Your past, that past you think that doesn't matter, matters.
Why?
What do you mean why? I have to know.
Why?
I have to know.
It's a conversation, right?
So that somebody tomorrow I'm outside or I see somewhere that, okay, you were this kind of person. This was your life before. I will feel embarrassed.
Well, people can't change.
No, I'm not saying people can. I will feel embarrassed that I did not have the knowledge. But if I had the knowledge, I wouldn't even feel embarrassed. She told me, I already know. So it's fine. It's cool. I still chose to be with her.
But there are reasons why
let it be on record that, oh, you told me this is the life I lived before, but I'm no longer living that life. It's not so hard.
I mean, but there are instances
so
where
hard.
you tell somebody your past and that's all they see.
Let me break it down. We have two types of past. We have the futuristic past. The futuristic past is the one probably you had kids, you've been married before, or probably you have some medical issues. I don't believe in telling your boyfriend when you're in a relationship everything about your past, because old things are passed away
And
and everything has become new.
I agree.
The only thing you should be able to tell your partners, yes, are things that affect them. When I start telling you that I had 25 sugar daddies when I was in school, let me tell you how the human mind works. Naturally, we are judgmental. No matter if somebody walks here wearing a skimpy stuff, even if you don't say it, your eye alone have already judged the person, right? So I always tell women, learn to shut up. And for the men, what do you want to know?
We want to know everything.
No, it doesn't help. It kills the relationship.
You think you want
It's
to know
her past. When you meet people, you format. They're like brand new. They are formatted. It's like a new phone. If you want to sell your phone, they go wipe everything way inside the phone. They are now brand new.
So
That means you're being
secrets.
very manipulative and you're deceiving your partner.
I don't
It's
think
not
that's
deceit.
if you trust your partner, you would actually tell.
You will judge.
It doesn't.
I'm gonna
even if
I'm
they
gonna
judge,
give
are
you
you
a
scared
story.
of losing the
No,
person?
I'm gonna give you a real story of a lady. She met this guy. They were just dating. She didn't know that it was gonna get serious. You know, babes now. She just meet the guy. She can't lie, say she don't finish university. You understand? They were dating. So the guy got serious and said, okay, since you're done with the university, she even like said she get first class. She be no say the relationship go. You understand? So the guy now said, okay, I want to sponsor your masters outside the country. Now, while I got take starts. Or your madam, bring your certificate. She didn't even go to secondary school. Now, by then, she had to now openly confess to the guy and said, see you, I didn't know that this relationship was going to lead to so and so, whatever. I didn't actually go to school. I stopped in my primary 6. The guy said, okay, let him think over it. After 3 days, he came back and he broke up with her and said he cannot stand it because his ex, what made him leave the previous relationship was because of the same lies. Okay. So when she came for therapy, she was saying she wants to win the guy back. I now told her something. There's something about our minds. No matter how we pretend, our minds are like computer. It will always reboot. If people tell you about their past, you will subconsciously mark that word, subconsciously judge them. If I tell you now you're my boyfriend, I used to do wrong, so baby, our sugar daddy, I go gist you, we go laugh. You get the day where you go call me, my battery go die. I no pick. 11 o'clock, I no pick. 12 o'clock, I no pick. As I enter his house, now where you go call me.
That's not true.
It's subconscious.
You can't generalize.
Oh,
okay, so
I don't believe.
Conscious.
I believe most people are like that, but not everyone. I feel like there are still few people who are madly in love
is people
and
that
are blinded by that.
God, except probably you want something from the person. I just feel you don't have
saying it out, but they're thinking.
They're thinking it. Sometimes you just see a man act a certain kind of way. I've seen this in marriages, relationship, because some women feel it's kind of clarity. Let me tell him what I've been through. But in the real aspect of it, sitting on this table, what is your business with the person's past? So do you actually want to use the past to cook soup? Because the truth about it is, you dig up things that you cannot bury. Many men say they want the truth, but can you take the truth? Small DNA way when they find out, now go they run chicky. Rest. Let the past be the past. Even the Bible said it. Old things are passed away and everything is now new. So once I'm getting into a new relationship, I'm born again.
Yes, and being a born again means that you can't lie.
I cannot confess to you now. God, get confession. I'm not lying.
Women like why do women like lying?
We are not lying.
You're hiding it. You're being
that's not your reality. The person we're supposed
Embrace
to
your
talk
reality. Your past is your reality. Embrace it.
No, that's why it's called past. We've solved the whole building.
That's not true. For me,
If we love you, we'll stay. That's the truth.
not
But
true.
you're scared that we're not
What
going
about
to
your
stay
own
when you
past?
tell us.
Why does men not tell us at their own past?
They do. We do. Obviously, we do.
Then you have issues of women finding out that their husband had kids when he was young and there's a family living somewhere. Why did he not tell us that?
It's
past?
not every.
Until
You hear
they
stories
marry.
on Twitter. You now
It's
generalize.
not a Twitter story.
Are you generalizing
It's
now?
not a Twitter
Really?
story.
No,
I'm
we
giving
do.
one example.
I actually think we do. A lot of men. If that's what, if a man loves a woman, he would actually tell her his past, and he wants to know
That's
her past.
not true.
I don't think
He will actually tell her.
Honestly, let me say this: like secrets, right? There are things that obviously you can share with your partner because
If it
let me
affects the
quote from
relationship.
the Bible. 2 becomes 1. Yeah, there are things, but as women, and I'm speaking from a woman's perspective, there are things that you must keep secrets to yourself.
Till you die.
Things that you cannot open your mouth to tell your partner, and if your partner cannot love and accept you like that, well,
Let me also close it with
Would
something.
you like your boyfriend to keep things from you and you later find out?
Well, it depends on what we're talking.
It's a yes or no question, darling.
On what we're talking about
It
now.
depends.
And we're talking about a boyfriend. We're not talking about a husband.
Can I
Okay,
also-
your boyfriend.
Let
Would
me
you like him to keep something?
Let me
from
quote
you?
a part of the Bible to also concur to what she said. Have you ever wondered why God gave us a mind that nobody can see?
Mhm.
It's because you should be able to keep some certain things to yourself.
Mm.
You asked her something. Would you like your boyfriend to tell me everything? I don't have any business with the girls you've dated now. Remember I said, futuristic part. Tell me the things that would affect me. If you have medical issues, tell me because I'm becoming part of you. But if it's, I dated this one, I played game, all those ones are not my business. Futuristic parts are important because you are bringing someone into your life. So the person should know what I'm getting involved.
Yeah.
If it's not futuristic, what's it concern the sugar daddy where I hustle when I was young and ignorant. And remember, this woman that you have seen and fallen in love with, it is those parts that molded her to become who she is.
Yeah.
So leave the past there and face this fine girl where they see now.
So are you going to
Wait,
apply that?
riding on what you said, what's that one secret, right, that if you find out that your partner kept from you, that's going to cause serious problems?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. And I'm
If
asking
he's
everyone.
gay.
Oh, I was going to say that.
Any other thing, but don't be gay.
And also, if he's had kids.
No, if you've
And I
had
wasn't
kids, I can
aware.
forgive.
No, I can forgive. Okay, you mean if that you can't
That
forgive?
you can't
definitely
Gay.
I can forgive.
Once you're gay, it's not
Hiding
No,
hiding
me, I
your
will know if the man is
sexuality,
gay.
hiding your sexuality from your partner. I think you have to be open, whether you're bisexual or hiding your sexuality from your partner is a very grave sin.
But hiding your past
it?
is not a sin.
Is it a grave sin?
It is a grave sin because now there's this trend. Let me use trend of gay men getting married to straight women to hide the fact that they are gay. And when these women find out, they're heartbroken and shattered. I think that's betraying their trust. That's betraying their love. It should never. I think that's something that you should not forgive. If you find out that your partner is gay when you did not know, it was not a consensual agreement between the two of you, that relationship needs to end.
I agree.
So men are not actually gay. They are just adventurous.
Then be open with that. If you are adventurous or if you've tried one or two things, if you had a finger,
waiting you do for Vegas, go there for Vegas.
I think
you know,
should be
waiting
open
they
about
scatter
that.
marriage now. All this plenty, all this too much openness. Talk. You don't know when to shut up. There are some things. It's just like I'm going to give an instance. There are even in family. There are some certain family secrets you should not tell your
obviously.
spouses.
Yes.
Now, if you can keep this family secret, why can't you just shut your mouth and look for the things that will move you forward, not backward?
Okay.
But everybody wants to talk. A lot of girls actually want to talk about their past so that they will look like a good girl. That's what used to bring them. Oh baby, so that the guy she doesn't even know that he's breaching the trust. I just feel when you get into a relationship that you see that is going forward or is having a productive or futuristic, just focus on the future and leave every other thing behind.
As
I
a
think it's a
man,
distraction.
Yeah.
I think another thing that you
I
shouldn't
probably
hide
think so,
from your
sir.
partner,
Mm.
like she mentioned something about medical issues. So like
Yes.
you have HIV. I feel like that's something that is very important.
You know, you're even going
Yes.
extreme. Diabetes,
medical
health, cancer,
history
all
is
those
very
things.
important.
BP, genotype. In
Yes.
fact, what I deal with right now in my office is genotype. The man, just because he will lie that he's AA. He's not AA
Yes,
anything.
I
So you
heard
better
that
check
story.
genotype.
I did hear a story of, the girl and the guy loved each other. They were going to get married. The guy lied that he was AA because she's AS. He's actually AS, and then lied that he was AA. So he got really, really sick and they went to the hospital and it was time to donate blood. And they found out that she can't give him blood because he's AS.
Yes.
And he lied. And that's how the
That's-
relationship
that's
ended. They were
true
already
love.
engaged.
True
But
love.
let me say something to David. As a man, if you care too much about a woman's past, then you are a weak man.
Yes.
I don't understand. Why would I
If
be a
you
weak man
care
if I
too
care?
much, look, what about the person that's
Nobody's
in front
saying
of
you
you
care
and now?
too much.
If you
We
care
just care
too
about your
much,
past because
why
we care
you
about
care
you.
too much, then it means you are a weak man.
No,
Wait till
you
you
can't
come
hide
back.
stuff
What
from
about
us.
the
on the
individual
past?
that's
No,
in
there's
front of you now?
There's nothing weak about caring genuinely about
if
you
you care
and
about-
your past.
and your
There's
past.
nothing weak about that.
That's
Let me give
weakness.
instance
No,
with
it's
bloggers. Do you know what they do for you? You know, sometimes let's practicalize past using the cyber space. You know, this point, you don't even know that you're going to be famous. You're just doing your things, sending your nude picture, dancing naked, wearing bra. You don't know where fame is going to take you to. There's some people that are archiving it for you. Then when you get to a
internet never
particular point
forgets.
in your life or as a politician, boom, they bring it out. So she said, I agree with her, any man that focuses on your past is a weak person. What are you doing with my archives? What do? They always want to have something to throw against you.
No, that's not true.
We are being factual.
Some people just want to know, like just for clarity that okay, yes, I know her completely.
A good person. You can't know someone completely. That's the truth. You can't know someone completely.
Okay,
and people lie
the
about who
that
they
you have,
are.
you can share.
Not
For
to
me,
dwell
if
so
you
much
ask
on
me
this.
how many people I've dated, I will tell you two, my ex-husband and you.
To buttress more on what she said about gay men marrying women to hide the fact that you're gay, there has been conversations around the fact that there has been a rise, in this issue of gay men marrying women. Why do you think this is happening so much now?
Let me say this. I support the LGBTQ plus community, and I will always be on the side of like, I don't want to see people oppressed. But let me say this, as a gay man, if you marry a woman to hide the fact that you are gay, you are incredibly wicked. You are using her as a beard. She's unaware of the situation and you are leaving her in the dark. That's a very wicked thing to do. And the reason why it's on the rise is because the laws that we have against gay people in Nigeria. Obviously, we know that. And we know that it's not a safe space for gay people to thrive, which is very sad. And I'm very, sad about that. But it will never change the fact that that's a very wicked thing to do to a woman. Gay men should not be marrying straight women. If you want to marry a straight woman, actually have the conversation with her and sign a contract. Let her be aware. Not the one that you be using her for bed and be sleeping with your best friend thinking that they're just besties in the sheets.
Okay, David.
I mean, I agree with Kim. First thing you said today, I agree with you. First thing you said. So yeah, men who do that are weak. I don't even have any sympathy for them. But why are you even gay, self? Why?
Don't be homophobic. This is not.
Honestly, I'm not being homophobic, but I mean, why are you gay? If you're gay in Nigeria,
that is homophobia.
If you're gay in Nigeria,
if you're gay in Nigeria,
you can't be gay in Nigeria. If you're gay in Nigeria, you can't get married. Just have at the back of your head, you cannot get married if you're gay in Nigeria.
Why do we want to police who people love?
But let me bring this from a different perspective. Is your sexuality supposed to be a public conversation? Whether you're gay, you're LGBT, you are whatever, can you do it in your closet? These things have been happening since 1960. Why must you come and be behaving like a nuisance on the media? Every time you wear skirts, that is the irritating part. I have a lot of friends who are gay. But I used to say, respect, that's your section. Even we that are straight, it gets how you go see couples, they overdo social media love. Everybody go be, didn't worry you. I feel this sexuality is private. If you keep these things private, you won't have the ability to go and be explaining yourself and not explaining yourself. That's the reason when you're making love, you close the room. So I don't even think there's a need for all this conversation. If we can learn to keep the things that are supposed to be private.
Private.
But listen, I don't agree.
I agree.
But me, I don't agree.
Okay, why?
Because when you're saying you keep sexuality private, then where is the space for people to express themselves? I think people should be allowed to express themselves as long as they are not harming the next person beside them. A guy wearing a skirt or a girl wearing whatever, how does that affect you and your bank account? And why does that make you so mad? That's what I will never understand, especially about homophobia. Why does that make you so mad?
In a country like Africa, first of all, we are culture oriented. This culture. And remember, there are some people, because I had to read about gayism and all that, there are some people that are naturally born like that. They have the hormones, and there are people that are gay for pay. There are some people that do it for adventure. Remember that there are young kids that are just vulnerable. They could just see this person they just like. They begin to imitate nonsense that they don't even understand. Yeah. Now, this thing is part of guardians. It's not like we are judging. We are only trying to say we have young people that can just pick up this stuff. And even if we're talking about marriage and you people saying it's wicked for you to tell a woman or for you to marry a woman when you are actually, I don't see it like wickedness. So because these men who marry women and they are gay, they are not gay, they are bisexuals.
No, they don't touch them.
They're not
they don't touch
sleeping
them.
with
They don't
the
sleep
women.
with
They're
the
not
wife.
sleeping with them. They just marry her.
How does she have children?
Most of I've seen situations where they don't have kids. She's just like, oh, my husband spends on me, but he doesn't like to touch me. But he's always going out with his best friend. Wink, wink.
Okay, that means she knows and she's there for the money then.
Exactly.
But a lot of women are unaware about the fact that their
But how can
partner
you
is
not
gay
know that
because
your
he's
partner
down
is
low.
I know of a lot of men that are bisexuals, not gay.
Not
gay. You will
gay,
know.
and get married. Yeah.
How can I
You
marry
know
you and
if you're-
There
1
are
year, 2
masculine men
years?
who are also gay men. Do we know that?
I know.
You said they're actually-
There are
there are
masculine
masculine
men.
men who are gay.
Gay men
Yes.
don't always come out as feminine presenting.
so-
There are masculine men
And
who
you know
are
what shocks
gay.
me the most? The masculine men are actually the ones that they bend over.
David, what do you have to say about that? Okay. So, talking about conversations that are necessary and unnecessary, and some people find necessary, I think body count is not a necessary conversation, because I do not know why you have to know how many people I've been with before you. I don't care how many people you've been with before me. I'm focusing, like she said, on the person that is in front of me. You should focus on the person that is in front of you. And I can see David boiling. I can feel him boiling. So I know he has something to say. So David, go first.
The women, the female and male physiology is not the same. Body count is absolutely essential. I need to know, men need to know how many people have been there. How many amos have been there in that place? They need to know, like, how many.
Why?
We have to know for client.
Why?
We need that
Why are you
closure.
thinking
We
of
need to
other
know.
men's penis when you are with your
And hold
girlfriend?
on. We need to know during talking stage so that it may or it may not influence our decision into being with you. There are men who will still know that, okay, I've slept with like 50 guys or blah 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 blah, and they'll be like, okay, I love you. Like, there's this thing about you. I just want to have you to myself, and they'll still date you. There are men you tell 50 men, babe, that's a lot, and they'll just ghost you for days. We need to know, except if you're saying women are scared to talk about their body count because they know that if they actually give this number or if it's outrageous, he's going to leave me alone. Okay. And if a man truly loves you, he's not going to run away. He's going to stay. It's up to him. It's not up to you. Tell him, let him do whatever he wants with that information.
Okay, see, this body count conversation is very, very funny, because when you say you ask someone for their body count, how are you so sure that they're telling you the truth? I can tell you that, I've only slept with 2 people. Mind you, it's going in the hundreds. So how do you know that I'm being honest about this conversation? See, men, I don't know if men love being lied to or they're confused on what they want in life, because a man will tell you, I want someone experienced in bed. You want an experienced body, but you cannot handle what comes with it. How is she supposed to gain experience? Or you'll be like, my girlfriend cannot give blowjobs. How do you expect her to learn how to give blowjobs if she has not been around? Please, it's an immature conversation. What exactly do you want to do with the body count conversation? And again, your vagina, after each period, gets new every month.
So I'm going to say,
every month.
I'm going to say personally, and I'm speaking to the women, the beautiful women out there, single and married, especially the single ladies. Once you meet a guy, you are brand new. In fact, format your brain. If anybody asks you how many body counts do you have, I can't even remember, baby, because I'm focused on you. When I leave my exes, I don't remember. Now, it's even embarrassing to you that I am dating, that I still have memories about my ex. I'm not even supposed to remember what he looks like. If you ask me, I can't even remember his name. So let the sleeping dogs lie. Don't go and start burying up things that are supposed to have died long ago. I don't think body count is so. Anybody that asks me for my body count
is on serious.
Very on
I don't even. Nobody has ever asked me that question though.
Yeah,
I think, and the body count question comes from maybe when the guy starts to become insecure, and some busybody girls that are trying to form, I'm a faithful girl and I'm loyal to you. I slept with Alhaji Dambu Musa. I slept with Musa. All those things are not necessary. I will always say, women know when to shut up. Just learn to shut up. What is scattering marriages? You don't even know what to keep quiet about. Even our mothers kept a lot of secrets. I think they should tell you the secret that they kept there. We too, they talk. Pro. We don't set ring lights. And that's why it looks as if there are so many things about marriages right now that is looking like a shock. These things have been there. Yeah. But our mothers were more conservative. They covered up a lot of things. But we won't talk. No. I just feel leave some certain things. My advice to you is when you meet a guy and he asks you how many guys have you slept with? 2. My ex and you.
I mean, that's better than
and women no go fuck. I beg.
I mean, that's better than
okay, so moving on to trending topics.
Yeah.
I don't know if everyone here has heard the story of, Lizzy and Juring was accused of stealing. And we also how Yebos reacted to it, right? So what do you guys think about this issue?
I'm not a fan of Yebos,
Do
so
you have something to say?
I'm not a fan of Yebos because I think everything, literally most of the things she does are just PR, just for clout. So I'm not really a fan of her. I didn't even watch her video. So, but I think there are some things that when I read the story, I really didn't even understand it. I didn't even know whose side to like believe. But it just felt like there was like a little frame up. So I don't know why is it that in Nollywood or probably in the movie industry, certain actresses get excited. They have orgasms when their fellow colleagues are in trouble or they're in the news for bad reasons. They get excited, like they gloat over their failures. I don't know why. It's too toxic. Like honestly, for me, I ignore the story.
I don't know. Yebos is messy, but it's entertaining. So I can't really say anything about that. It's entertaining to watch. And you're like, why do they get excited? It's drama. It's not like people are indulging the drama when all these things happen. So everybody should take the blame. So it's not just them. Everybody should take the blame. We all love drama. We all love messiness in the media. So let's not act like certain actresses are the one always excited at the thought of drama.
I just feel that Yebos just responds. If that video was really a response to what happened to Lizzy, I feel it was very unnecessary. It was very uncalled for. There was no need for that. I respect Yebos just so much, but when I saw that video, I was very embarrassed. I can't even lie. I was very embarrassed. I couldn't even watch it to the end.
My happiness is that I don't even understand Yoruba. So that you see that particular saga, I'm not following both from beginning to the end because Lizzy is always speaking Yoruba.
Yeah.
And for me, I call her Auntie Yabo. I know her outside the media.
Yeah.
I know her outside the cyberspace. She's a sweet personality. She's a supportive personality. She's the mom. So I don't know the banter she has with Lizzy. So that's their personal. Just like me, now I have people that have banter with her personal banters. To me, I just feel it might not be for clout. It might just be a way of expressing. And I noticed something, if you want to be factual, though I don't understand Yoruba, but I noticed that there was a time that Auntie Yebos stopped talking about Lizzy, but she kept coming for her. Every time she'd be speaking Yoruba, until Yebos now wore back her bonnet and her eyeglass and continued the entertainment. And like she said, people enjoy negativity. The internet has been boring lately, so let's just enjoy the drama.
Okay, still on trending topics.
Yeah.
There was an argument between two ladies on X. One came and said, my friend got pregnant for my husband or boyfriend, and the friend came and said, we accidentally had sex and I accidentally got pregnant. So I want to understand, how do you accidentally have sex with your best friend's boyfriend? I don't know if you guys read the story in detail.
I think I saw it.
So like, it doesn't make sense. How did you trip and fall?
It's accident.
I feel like the lady who like said, why my nuance with her is that her response showed that she was very unapologetic. For her,
she didn't feel any
I
form of
mean,
remorse.
it's not my fault that I fell in love and your man moved to me and we had sex.
Sorry, the boyfriend, right?
the best friend.
Her best friend's.
She slept
the
with her
person
best
that
friend's
got
boyfriend.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong now. You married to him. So long as you're not married, we are sharing it. Overtaking is allowed.
What?
Yes.
Honestly, my blame goes to
You
the
are
boyfriend.
single.
Like everybody's like the girl.
What?
It is the guy because
If you
how
can't be
can
loyal
you
in a
sleep?
relationship, how do you want to get
How can
married?
you sleep with your girl's best friend? It means that you've been eyeing her for a while and shady things have been happening
it
underground.
shows-
So I blame the guy.
And he even shows the both girls that he's not a husband material. Enjoy him
Yes.
and dump him.
Actually.
My biggest problem is, why is it so difficult for we women to actually enjoy these men and dump them? We don't have to fight over them. We don't say he don't nag the two of us. If it's good, we enjoy and we dump him. Now they will leave the guy and start fighting themselves. These guys,
Mind
the
you,
men
the
are
guys
the
have
dogs.
common
You
enemies.
know, you
What
think
is
you
it?
realize that you are objectifying men now in this conversation.
You
As
people are
well.
very good in objectifying us too.
How?
Merry go round.
every day.
How?
You people do it a lot.
How?
Like she said, if the penis is sweet, enjoy it.
I think the man has his own blame because, bro,
Yes,
why are
he
you
does.
sleeping with
Why
your
90%
friend's
of
girlfriend?
his
Obviously,
blame.
he has, but like, honestly, like that's an ugly situation, man.
There's
That's
nothing
ugly.
wrong
It's
with
very
sleeping
ugly.
with someone's best
I
friend.
think
so
it's
long as
very
you're not married to
disgusting
them.
behavior.
I
think
can't
it's
imagine
very
something
disgusting
wrong.
behavior.
Yes, you
You
know
can
why I
sleep
say
with
And it
you
goes
can
a lot
sleep with
to
your
say
best
about
friend's
the kind of
boyfriend.
person that you are.
Yeah.
Depending, no. I don't have best friends. But you know this boyfriend, best friend things.
Yeah.
You know women, we talk too much. Maybe you don't go explain to the best friend. My boyfriend is good in bed. He raised my leg 360-degree. Madam, so she go test.
Did you even see? The girl was even saying. She was even saying something like,
Cooking.
"Is it my fault you were not performing your duties as a girl?
Is
that what I
You
said?
were not cooking.
And
You
maybe
were
she
not-
has gone to go and gist the other one. So that one took the impact. Remember I said overtaking is allowed. So if she know they do the work.
Overtaking is allowed, yes, but not your best friend's man.
Then
Like,
who
you
is-
should
who
be
should be
able
able
to
to
have
have
girl
boundaries.
code. We have a
They
bro
should be
code.
able
Come
to
on.
have boundaries.
Best
Like,
friends don't
your best friend's
exist.
man is a no-go area. In fact, your friend's man is a no-go area.
It should
Not
be like a
talking more
co-worker,
or
someone,
less of
someone
your
that just exists
best
on the
friend's
You
side.
guys are not married. So he's single in the
Girl,
market.
what happened
Wow.
to girl code?
We are
What
girl
happened
code.
to girls having
Which
each
way they
other's
Don't you guys
back?
have girl
It's the
code?
girl code in the Bible. The Bible say don't fornicate. They did not put any girl code there.
Okay. So
Sorry
the last,
to the
okay,
girl.
do you have something to say?
No, I'm just like, sorry, girl,
Yeah.
that you
No,
had
no.
a cheating ass.
No, sorry, girl.
I shows-
Cheating ass, BF.
If you even tag the guy, sef, many people will see enter.
wow.
Yes, so.
Okay,
Wow.
so on the last trending topic before we end today's episode,
Yeah.
no Nigerian artist won the Grammy.
Mm-hmm.
Sad.
I was really heartbroken when they announced the winners, but I think it's sad. And I actually have an agenda against the Grammys. I never rated the Grammys, by the way. Before even these awards, I never really rated them. So to see our big guns, Davido, Burna, not win anything, Era Star, it was really heartbreaking. I'm not saying Tyler doesn't deserve the win, but I mean, come on.
See, the truth will remain the truth. And the truth is, the Grammys have never cared about African
Afrobeats,
music
exactly.
or Africans. And I think this is a time that we as Afrobeats lovers need to protect Afrobeats from the whiteys because they don't care. They only made that category. Can you imagine that category just came out this year?
No.
The best African
Yeah, it
performance
came
came
out
out
this
this year. And they did not award one of the best, albums to that's
The
Davido's
biggest faces of
Davido's
like,
Timeless, which is sad. And I think I saw, I don't know, was it today Ed not saying that we need to, support our local awards? Yeah. While I agree with that, we need to support our local awards, especially the headies. The truth is they are very low quality.
It's not low quality.
They're very low quality and they
No.
need to work to that high standard
The problem
to
with the
actually
headies
be...
is sponsorships. They've
That's
always
not
said
true.
it. Nigerians don't want to
That
bring
is
out money and
not
support the headies.
That
That's
is not true.
that's
do
why they
not
take it
give-
to US.
They do not
Quality
give the
in
quality
what-
of work that is required for an international awards program, and that is the
They
truth.
need money
the
for
headies
that.
need to go back to the Billboard and
Kim, they need money
that.
for that. That's
Do
why.
that. Do that.
Sponsorship, literally.
Okay, I know David has a lot to say, but unfortunately, this is all we can take on today's episode. And until next time, thank you so much for watching and tuning in. Bye, guys.
Bye.